Hey guys, it's Megan. Welcome back to the library finally. I feel like it's been a long time since we filmed a video in the library. We're going to do an unboxing today of 5 young adult books that were sent to me by Junior Library Guild. I, once again, selected these books a long time ago, or at least approved of them, but it's been so long that I have no idea what's in this box except I see the ones on the top, so I guess I've kind of cheated. And the first one is a book that I just bought from our book fair that we had called The Getaway by Lamar Giles. And this book was book talked by the public librarian who came here, and she hyped it up so much that I was like, oh, I've definitely got to read that. And it's blurbed on the back by Tiffany D. Jackson, who I loved White Smoke by, and Barry Lyga, who I loved I Hunt Killers. I enjoyed The Hive. So if they approve of it, I think it has something to do with a theme park. Like, it's horror. All I know is it's horror, something about a theme park, like a weird Disneyland or something, and I think it has like social commentary or something as well. So let's see. It says Jay is living his best life at Karloff Country. One of the most famous, oh, it's a resort. Okay, one of the most famous resorts. He got his family, his crew, and an incredible after-school job at the property's main theme park. Okay, it is a theme park. Life isn't so great for the rest of the world, but when people come here to vacation, it's to get away from all that. As things outside get worse, trouble starts seeping into Karloff. First, Jay's friend Connie and her family disappear in the middle of the night and no one will talk about it. Ooh. Then the richest and most powerful families start arriving, only they aren't leaving. Unknown to the employees, the resort has been selling shares in an end-of-the-world oasis. Oh, is it like a euthanasia park kind of thing or something? It says the best of the best at the end of days. And in order to deliver the top-notch customer service the wealthy clientele paid for, the employees will be at their total beck and call, whether they like it or not. Yet Karloff didn't count on Jay and his crew, Karloff Country, didn't count on Jay and his crew and just how far they'll go to find out the truth and save themselves. But what's more dangerous, the monster you know in your home or the unknown nightmare outside the walls? Okay, this sounds really interesting. Is it like a futuristic kind of thing where there's like something weird going on in the world? Like, I don't even know. So I'm gonna read this one. It's probably closer to horror season. It says, welcome to the funniest place around. I mean, it looks super creepy, and I feel like this cover will definitely intrigue some of our maybe readers that are a little less inclined to pick up books. Okay, next, Self-Made Boys, a Great Gatsby remix. I think I've seen this online. I think it's like a male-male romance, but it's obviously Great Gatsby inspired. What is it actually about? It is set in New York City in the 1920s. We've got Nicholas Caravio or something, instead of, what's his name, Caraway. Is it Caraway? Is that his name? Gosh, it's been so long since I read The Great Gatsby, I can't remember. A 17-year-old transgender boy from Wisconsin has no interest in the city's glamour. Going to New York is all about establishing himself as a young professional, an ambition that could set up his future and his life as a man and benefit his family. Nick lives in West Egg. Yeah, that's from The Great Gatsby, with his 18-year-old cousin, Daisy, whatever her last name is, so that's Daisy, obviously, nearby in fashionable East Egg. But Nick is shocked to find that his cousin now goes by Daisy Faye, has erased any sign of her Latina heritage, and passes seamlessly as white, all unbeknownst to her wealthy, almost fiance, Tom. So I'm going to skip some of this, but it says they're pulled deeper into the glittering decadence of East Egg and West Egg. He spends more time with Jay, aiming to help his new friend reconnect with his lost love. But Nick's feelings grow more complicated when he finds himself falling hard for Jay's openness, idealism, and unfounded faith in the American dream. So it's still about the American dream. And this author I feel like I've heard of before, Anne-Marie McLemore. The Mirror Season, I have seen that one. So I probably won't read it because I'm not the biggest fan of The Great Gatsby, honestly. I'm not a big fan of retellings, I've realized. I would rather just read the original and have like a whole new story about something else. So, but I will definitely be recommending this to students. Okay, now I see a really small book. Okay, I keep making the same mistake. I see these books that are listed for like high interest, low level readers, and I pick them, but I don't realize that they're like this. I mean, look at the font. Like, there's like no words on this page. That's insane. And the space between the lines is ridiculous. Most of our teachers have a minimum of at least like 150 pages. This one's only like 100 and, like this is, well, I mean, they could check it out for fun, obviously, but a lot of teachers have requirements for their monthly reading project that they do for class has to be at least 150 pages. Some are 200. This one's 113. So they might let them do it depending, you know, if they know the student would not probably be likely to read the book anyway. This was called Counting Scars by Melinda Di Lorenzo. Let's see. Well, this does sound pretty interesting. 16-year-old Adele Reamer is forced to spend 2 weeks at a youth reform camp with her mother in rehab and her estranged father unable to take immediate custody. Adele's only goal at the camp is to avoid any trouble. But then she meets mysterious Fergus and charming Andy. Soon Adele finds herself pulled into a complicated love triangle and a dangerous situation that might end up costing her life. So I'm sure that there will definitely be a lot of students that I will recommend this to. Okay, we've only got 2 to go. You know, used to I got like 8 books a month. Now I only get 5 because, you know, money. These are pretty expensive because they're already processed and chosen for me and all that. I have heard of this, How to Succeed in Witchcraft. What is this? Aislinn Brophy. Wow, I do not know how to pronounce that name. That is, does she write anything else? Oh no, this is her debut novel. Okay. It says, people already think I'm cheating to be good at the things I'm good at, but I can't be bad at stuff. I have to be the best 1,000,000 times over so people will acknowledge me. Okay, that does not intrigue me. I feel like they could have picked a way better quote there. Blurbed by some decently famous people. How to Succeed in Witchcraft. So it says, no more playing by the spell book. Now see, that's good. That's clever. That should have been on the back. Shay Johnson already has all the makings of a successful witch. As a junior at TK Anderson Magical Magnet School, she's set on winning the Brockton Scholarship, her ticket into the university of her dreams. Her competition, Anna freaking Alvarez. The key to victory, impressing Mr. B, drama teacher and head of the scholarship committee. When Mr. B asks Shay to star in this year's aggressively inclusive musical, she warily agrees, even though she'll have to put up with Anna playing the other lead. But in rehearsal, Shay realizes Anna is not the despicable witch she thought. Perhaps she could be a friend or more, and Shay could use someone in her corner once she becomes the target of Mr. B's unwanted attention. When Shay learns she's not the first witch to experience his inappropriate behavior, she must decide if she'll come forward. But how can she speak out when her future is on the line? It says this has social commentary, delightfully awkward high school theater, and magical proclamations of love. Okay, I feel like this is like 2 different books. Like the magic part of it seems separate than all the rest of it. So it seems odd to me to combine the 2 together. That you didn't need the magic part in there for this to be a good story. But maybe we can find the right audience for it. I don't know. It's so much like realistic fiction, but then also with the witchcraft aspect that I'm not quite sure who the audience for this would be, but I'll look up reviews and see what other people are saying. And it's already time for our last book. Oh, I've seen this, the Luminaries. Look how pretty. This is a really like big book, but it's not as like big this way as I thought. It's just really tall. But it says, hunted or be hunted, the forest awaits. So I'm gonna assume this is definitely, well, I was gonna say fantasy, but it actually does say it has thrills, romance, and it does mention paranormal fantasy. It also mentions mystery. It says it's thrilling, dangerous, heart-pounding fantasy. So let's see, deadly. I mean, I loved things like A House of Hollow. So the front just kind of reminds me of that, like with the flowers and the skull and stuff. I don't know. So let's see what it's actually about. It says, Hemlock Falls isn't like other towns. You won't find it on the map. Your phone won't work here, and the forest outside town might just kill you. Well, that intrigues me enough. I honestly don't even want to read the rest of the plot. But it's about a girl named Winnie Wednesday. I love the name. Wants nothing more than to join the Luminaries, the ancient order that protects Winnie's town and the rest of humanity from the monsters and nightmares that rise in the forest of Hemlock Falls every night. Ever since her father was exposed as a witch and a traitor, Winnie and her family have been shunned. But on her 16th birthday, she can take the deadly Luminary Hunter trials and prove herself true and loyal, and restore her family's good name, or die trying. But in order to survive, Winnie enlists the help of the one person who can train her, Jay Friday. Okay, these names, Wednesday and Friday. Okay, this is interesting. Resident bad boy and Wednesday's ex-best friend. While Jay might be the most promising new hunter in Hemlock Falls, he also seems to know more about the nightmares of the forest than he should. Ooh, dun dun dun. Together, he and Winnie will discover a danger lurking in the forest no one in Hemlock Falls is prepared for. Not all monsters can be slain, and not all nightmares are confined to the dark. Okay, I'm reading this book. It's guaranteed. Oh, actually, there's actually quite a few words per page, so it's probably longer than it actually looks, but probably save it for Halloween season, but I'm gonna go add this to my Goodreads TBR like right now. So those are the 5 books we got this month. The ones I'm most excited about is probably still The Getaway, just because I heard so much about it before that I definitely want to read it, but now also this one, The Luminaries. I think I'm probably more excited about reading this one just because it sounds amazing, and I don't know, it's giving me House of Hollow vibes from the cover. I will probably not be reading the other ones at all. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you've read any of these books or if you're excited about them, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.